letting go with your out breath any worry, any pressure, any stress. Feel your body resting in the chair and bring all your attention inside yourself. Feel each in-breath through your nose, letting it touch the center of your chest. Here, it's located, the energy center of your heart. Allow yourself with each breath to go deeper and deeper in the space of your heart. Just feeling whatever is there without changing it. Inviting, accepting the space you are in this moment. With acceptance, it comes relaxation. And in the space of relaxation, all the qualities of your heart start shining. Start imagining that your heart is surrounded by a golden glow. And with each breath, let this golden light around your heart to keep on growing. This golden light, it's filled with all these qualities of the heart. Love, relaxation, acceptance, beauty. And let this light to expand and fill your whole body.
Thank you to feel our whole body. Thank you, Shanti, for being here. And let me say a big thanks to Christian Vet, life coach Christian Vet, and Sky Mind that allowed us to be here. Yeah, it is a beautiful moment to meet you. Universe allowed us to be here.
Yes.
Yeah. So, why you are here in Romania?
I'm invited to be here to guide to a beautiful group in water. There is a technique that we call aquaprana, and it's a technique of body work, breath, that creates a space of meditation, and it's very healing. It helps us healing all our time from conception on in life.
From conception?
Yes. Because the space in water, immediately after just some seconds, brings us back to the space we were in the womb.
Wow.
And we were there for 9 months in the womb of our mother, which was our ocean of life.
What a beautiful and real metaphor, yeah.
Yes. And actually the amniotic liquid has the same quality of the water in the ocean. It's salty, and when we are there, we are like just floating in the ocean. And in this time in the womb, with where we were growing, we were like jelly, and we were storing all the feelings from the mother, because we were one. There was no separation. And it was our universe for 9 months. So when we do this work in water, immediately all the experience in the womb comes back. And all the feelings that we are that are stored in our system unconsciously can come back, and there is an opportunity to heal them, to release them. At that time there were feelings with no name. We cannot name them.
Beyond words.
Yes, because still exactly the brain where we give labels, names to the emotions, to the feelings, was not yet there. And in this space of the water, release of many, many feelings and emotions, fears, moments of peace, all kind of feelings get released, and we have the chance to rewrite the experience.
In order to have a little taste of the work in the water.
Yes.
So it is a body work. What we have to do in this oceanic breathing, diamond breathing. So you are in the pool now.
Yes. The therapist, a person is supporting you in the session. So the person receiving the session just has to breathe, what we call oceanic breathing or connecting, soft connected breathing through the open mouth, in and out.
Open mouth?
Yes, slightly open mouth. With no gap between the in-breath and the out-breath. This is the connected breathing.
Okay, so continuous breathing.
Yes.
You end the in-breath, you begin directly the out-breath.
Exactly. That makes the breathing already to be much faster than usual, because usually we make breaks between the in-breath and the out-breath. This connected breathing or oceanic breathing brings you already into a trance state where the lead of the mind gets aside because it goes in trance, and then all your attention goes into your body, into the body feeling. And our body, it's the unconscious, because in our body is stored all our history, all our emotions. And when the mind is not there as controlling, then all these unconscious feelings, emotions can come up and just be expressed and be released. And this is the important thing, to release all this stock information we have in the body.
Trapped in the body, yes.
Exactly. And it brings us in this space of total peace and relaxation. Also many feelings can come. It can come a space of bliss. For many people to go in this aquaprana work, it's like really feeling, I never want to get out of here.
Oh, yeah.
It's the need to go back to the womb that we all have.
Yes, yes.
And at the end of the day, as Osho says, we all have the longing to go back to the womb, but to the womb of existence.
Womb of existence. We are now in the womb of existence, in fact.
Yes, but we don't realize it because we are so stressed and so much in the mind that we don't realize it. That's why we use breathing to help us come back to the moment.
Yeah. So it's so simple, the technique. The person stays in the water, and the facilitator, the therapist, are conducting the breathing technique, but in what rhythm? So only the breathing, no body movings.
No, the therapist is holding the person.
Holding the person?
Yeah, so this is the interesting thing, because we need to trust 100%
in the therapist, in
the person which is the therapist, or the person which is holding you in the water, and you need to be able to stay in this space, so close connection, intimacy, which are two things that are imprinted in us already from the time in the womb. The space of being able to relax in closeness, in intimacy, and the trust that usually is not so easy. Huh? We have
reasons not to trust.
Yes, we need to solve a lot of issues in there. So this work helps us with all this connection, primal connection with the mother, trust and intimacy. And then while you are in the water, the person receiving the session will be moved. It means the therapist is moving this person in the space of the water and working with the body with the stretchings and stretching the body, supporting into the breathing, releasing movements, and then slowly creating this trust in order that after few sessions you can conduct the person to go into the rebirth experience inside the water. But it takes time to create this space of trust. Slowly bringing the person inside the water.
So inside the water, this means that only the mouth and the eyes remained.
After a while of doing these sessions, the idea is to slowly bring the person inside the water. All together, everything, with the head and everything.
Okay.
And then spaces inside. It's like a dance. So slowly, first you start in the surface and do different movements, working with the back, working with the head, with the neck, and then pulling, for example, start pulling from the head, you know, that the whole body can get again this feeling of the spine like a snake. And then at some point, you let the people go in the water and take by the feet, and then start pulling by the feet, and then turning the person going inside the water, and then turning it out again and taking it in your arms again. So it's a process.
So this means that the therapists have to synchronize with the breathing. And so you know when you turn the person in put it in under the water. Yeah.
Absolutely, you are totally in tune with the person.
Yes, this is the art.
To be totally present and in tune with the person. So there is a moment where you are like in the womb. You are one with the person. And it's like a beautiful, intimate dance.
Yes.
So this takes time. It's not that you bring the person and immediately you do like this, the person will freak out. So it goes like 5-6 sessions where slowly the person gets used to you, gets used to the water, gets used to going. And then by the end of the process, then the person will be able that you can put this person in fetus position with the head down and remain there for a moment, just hold, and then do the whole turn like in birth.
Wow.
And then coming out like a totally newborn baby. It's like re-experiencing in a positive way the birth.
Yes.
It's a rebirth, and it needs, as I have said, a lot of preparation. And it's an amazing work. It's really, we cannot imagine all that comes out. And
very intimate. So it's a mother-newborn relation.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's also very interesting, for example, to work in a swimming pool is very soft, and it's the power of softness. And In other occasions or situations, for example in the Caribbean, we work in the sea. So sometimes we work with a little bit more wild sea with the waves.
With waves, yeah.
And it also brings into the unconscious memory, because when we were in the womb, not everything was peaceful.
Yeah.
Sometimes the mother was agitated or dancing, for example. So then it was like the baby moving inside. So it brings different memories. It's an amazing work, an amazing therapy. And everything is connected to breath. I mean, life is breath, or breath is life. And it's not only the physical nourishment who allows us to be alive, it's also a spiritual connection. The breathing, it's the bridge to our spirituality as well. And it happens through meditation. We know that Buddha, the technique that he gave us is to feel, to follow the breathing.
So simple.
So simple.
We all know it, but still.
And it's interesting to understand why. Because the breathing, it's happening in this moment. And meditation is nothing else than being present in this very moment.
Yeah. Yes.
So usually we are in the mind, and the mind is in the past remembering, or
in the
future planning. And the third dimension, the body, the feeling, and the breath, is what helps us being here present. So that's why the breath, it's one of the most important techniques to help us being here in the moment, to practice and eventually to become a Buddha.
Yes.
To get enlightened.
Shanti, you was born in Mexico.
Yes.
And as all of us, you start your life with a remarkable career. Yeah. Can you tell us a few words? So the university and your work in public relations.
Yes. Yeah, it was really interesting because when it was time for me to go to university, actually I had the feeling, what shall I go? Shall I go to psychology? Shall I go to communication? Shall I go to design? And then I decided for communication. So I studied university communication, and I was specialized in public relations and marketing. And at the beginning, yeah, I was in the PR world, also connected with fashion and
modeling,
also,
yes.
not more like designing,
fashion designer,
fashion design and fashion shows and all the organization of the PR and the events. And then I was also in arts, in the Palais Beaux Arts in Mexico, in art institution in Mexico in public relation. And as well I was working with the wife of the Minister of Foreign Affairs in Mexico, with all the ladies from the ambassadors.
Wow, so great career. Everybody would like to arrive there and to rest there, to remain there. But
and then life made tricks on me. As I was chatting with you before, it was life who brought me in where I am now. Like my personal life came to a big crisis. All my life, as I knew it, came to an end. And then I started doing therapy myself. And then
you as a patient?
Yes, I became a patient. I needed it.
What kind of therapy you?
I was in psychoanalysis for a long time. First Freudian and then Jungian psychoanalysis. And then when I was in Jungian psychoanalysis, the psychoanalyst invited me to go to a meditation course that he was giving.
So from Jungian analysis, it starts your career in the meditation
Yes.
field. Yeah.
Yeah, this was more than 25 years ago.
Oh.
And actually, I have no idea what is meditation. But I said, okay, no, I must go because my therapist is telling me to go. So I go, and I went there, and I was like, this is really, this is really strange. But I follow everything, and then I was surprised because at the beginning I started practicing what I was teach.
It was what, Rinzai Zen school or what?
Yeah, it was Zen meditation, yeah, Zazen.
Zazen,
basically,
yes.
to follow the breathing, sitting in front of a wall with the eyes half open in lotus position.
Yeah.
And then I started discovering that it was my best moment of the day when I was sitting in the morning and in the evening to meditate. And it was giving me so much clarity. Also, the therapy was going much faster. But you know what was the most important thing? To realize that what I was looking all my life for, all this unconditional love, when I was sitting in meditation, I discovered that it was here, inside myself.
And not outside.
Yes.
What a discovery.
That was the most amazing thing. So then nobody had to ask me to meditate or anything. Then I was really doing it for myself. I would never stop for 7 years, at least half an hour in the morning, half an hour in the evening, meditation. And we had a Japanese master.
A Japanese Zen master?
Japanese Zen master who was in LA, but he was coming to Mexico every some months.
Do you remember his name?
Maisumi Roshi.
Maisumi Roshi.
Yes, Maisumi Roshi. And we had a Zen center in Mexico City. So for 7 years I was with my Japanese master, with Maisumi Roshi. And then he died. And the whole thing came to an end. Our center,
the center
in Mexico dissolved. And I kept on meditating myself, but I stayed alone. And this brought me to the fourth way,
to Gurdjieff.
El Cuarto Camino with Gurdjieff.
Cuarto Camino.
Yes, El Cuarto Camino with Gurdjieff. So I went into the fourth way, all these workshops where we were learning all the teachings.
But you're still practicing Zazen?
Yes. Yeah, I still practice Zazen because Zazen is the most important part of meditation. So now, for example, after Gurdjieff, then I came to Osho with all the active meditations. But what is very important is that in these active meditations, we always come to the Zazen, to the silence meditation. Just the active part is to prepare us to be more relaxed or more prepared to go into the silence.
So the core of meditation is Zazen practice, and the active meditation is only the preparation for it.
Exactly, yeah. This is what Osho says. He has created meditation for the modern man, because the meditation 2,500 years ago given by Buddha was for men who were working the whole day with the body, so when they were coming to silence they were already exhausted in their body. We are very stressed, we receive so many impulses in our modern life. So we need first to take out all this stress, all these impulses that we receive every day, and then we are ready to go into the space of silence. Actually, Osho, he calls himself a Zen master.
A Zen master,
yeah. He says he's, I remember I heard him saying, he's the Buddha of the future, Maitreya.
The Buddha of the future, yet Maitreya, yeah. We find in the Wheel of Life, Tibetan Wheel of Life, the Buddha of the future.
Yeah, that says that it's a sitting Buddha. Anyhow, Osho talks about himself as a Zen master. So we have all this half an hour first in meditation, active, where we use breathing, where we use catharsis, where we use dancing, where we use celebration, Gurdjieff movements also, whirling.
Whirling.
Yeah, Osho takes the best from East and West to bring into
all the tradition, yes,
Uh-huh.
in the core of the process. Yeah.
Yes, into his meditations, and then all this to brings us into the silence and space of relaxation. And this is amazing because it's much easier to connect as modern woman, modern men to meditation, and to have an easier understanding of this space of silence and relaxation. Once the mind follows the body, when the body has dropped out all the stress and it's somehow relaxed and exhausted, the mind can follow easier and go into this space.
Otherwise, our minds feel the need to get rid of the body in a way, isn't it? So, to go out.
Yeah, we tend to neglect the body.
Yeah, yeah.
This is the great sin of the modern time. How we have neglected and disconnected from our body. And this starts from the very beginning, the way we are educated and conditioned by society, by religion, by all our surrounding. It's easier to deal with people when they are disconnected from feeling. You just train them in the mind, and that's it. You can control them.
Yeah.
In the moment you take a deep breath, immediately you start feeling your body, your energy, your life energy, your emotions. You start feeling your power. You start feeling love, and then you start feeling your creativity, and then you start getting an insight of yourself and a feeling of whatever is around you, and then you can really be present and conscious. But if we disconnect from our body and our basic energy, then everybody can control us, because then we are not grounded to what we are. We are mainly, and first of all, we are body. Then, yes, we are many. This is just the beginning. We are body, emotions, we are love, we are creativity, we are spirit. Yeah, but first we are here. This is our vehicle for in this world, in this life, to grow. And for example, Gurdjieff used to say that the soul is not existing, that we need to create the soul in this life.
We need to create. This is very interesting.
And this was to provoke us to grow. And Osho talks about something different. He says, we are humans, but we have not developed in our whole potential. We as humans can become human gods.
Human gods, yes. Zorba the Buddha.
Yes, exactly. So first we need to be Sorba, which means first we need to be in the body, we need to enjoy the body, we need to dance our way to God in order to have the energy available to become God. And what means to become God? To become God is to become 100% aware, to be enlightened, to be a conscious being. But this is a long
journey.
This is a long journey. But this is where we need to start. We need to start from where we are. We are, he says, Osho likes to say, what is the problem? Yes, we are animals. We are animals.
Yeah.
And this is not an insult, it's just reality. It's from where we start. And from there we need to develop and realize our potential of become human gods.
Yeah.
And it's not about following any other God outside, but to discover the God inside ourselves.
Yeah, it is not easy to accept our body because as animals, in this level, we have sexuality.
Yes.
We may be aggressive. So I think we have to deal with those dimensions of our being, and it is not easy. What to do when we feel angry? What to do when we have sexual needs? Because we have to be civilized.
We have to be civilized, but we have to be natural. We have to accept what we are. If I deny myself as a sexual being, I'm denying the 100% of myself, because either we like it or not, we are sexual beings. We are born from the meeting of two sexual cells, the egg and the sperm, and from them conception comes, and we are developed as
This is the basis of our life.
Yes, we are born from our mothers. We come out to life through our mother sex. I mean, we are every day our cells are reproducing in a sexual way. All our energy in raw is sexual energy.
And this is a Freudian thought, a pure Freudian thought, yes? Or our energy sexual.
It's the only energy we have. If I deny my sexual energy, I am denying myself, my energy. This energy, it's to be transformed, but at the beginning, it's there and has to be accepted. Otherwise, what can we do? And first, to accept this energy, to live this energy, not necessarily to indulge it, but to accept it. And once we accept this energy, then this energy, it's available for us. And what does it mean when it's available? Then this energy can be transformed, can be transformed in emotions, can be transformed in power. And I show it in the body because are the centers, the energy centers in the body. First we have the first center, the Muladhara. Then we have the second center is our emotional center. Then the power center, the third center. So the energy, the sexual energy, once we accept it, we can allow it to grow. And then with this energy, when it reaches to the heart, which is in the middle, the love can grow. And it's very important because our heart is like exactly in the middle of the centers in our body. And when we open the heart, the love starts flowing, and then we can continue to our creativity, expression, and spirituality connected to our throat center. And then it can go to the third eye, which is the ability to see myself inside and to perceive, to see also the outside, but from a feeling, from a feeling connected through empathy, through synchronicity, what is called the sixth sense, the sense of feeling all the surrounding. And we need also our life energy, our root energy, our sex energy to be developed and to be transformed into consciousness, into awareness. And this is the whole science of Tantra, for example. And also is the search of yoga. Yoga and Tantra, they are searching for the same thing, how to make our root energy to grow and to reach the Sahasrara, the crown chakra, to allow the 1,000 lotus petal, the 1,000 petals lotus to open, which will be our connection to the universe.
Those are beautiful metaphors in order to have a little taste of a certain state of being. So without accepting our root energy, our sexual energy, we cannot recover our power, plus we cannot love, plus we cannot be creative, plus we cannot open our consciousness, and so to have the final open, to feel that we are connected with all the universe.
Exactly.
Yes, beautiful.
Exactly. And then we live in a world which is based on our thoughts, on our mind, and neglects and forgets about the body. We think like the body is an appendix, you know?
An appendix, yeah.
And then we don't breathe, because if we breathe, we feel, and then we wonder why we get ill, why we get sick.
Shanti, for a person who is looking to us now,
Yes?
a short exercise, what can one do in order to change his life or her life, starting from breathing? What to do?
Okay. First, I think the most basic technique is to sit comfortably. You can even sit in a chair, or you can sit on the floor and close your eyes and allow your breath to go deep into your belly.
Yeah.
Feeling your breath coming in through your nose, going to your belly and out. And then at the same time, feeling your body resting in the chair. This is one thing that I like about Osho, that he adds not only to feel the breath, but he says include everything. Like in this moment, I feel my breath, I feel my body, I listen to the music, I start feeling what I feel in this moment without changing. Like I feel at ease, I feel happy. So allowing everything, feeling breath, feeling body, listening to music, feeling myself, and including one more thing, feeling the atmosphere around, feeling you, feeling everybody here in the studio, the presence. I can feel they are here, I can feel their attention. And I can only feel everything around me when I start by feeling myself. When I start by feeling my breath, my body, and then slowly involving, including everything around. And for that I need to keep on being present in my breath. And I feel this is a very good way to start.
Thank you, Shanti. Yes, this kind of exercise is not a usual exercise for television studios. And the viewers may say, oh, but this is so simple. I know it from the beginning. It is so simple that I cannot allow me to try. But I think the truth means simplicity, availability, and we are so complicated that we neglect the simple reality. Beautiful to extend our consciousness to feel that we are here in the studio.
Yeah.
We are aware that we are now in the studio, and some viewers, television viewers, are looking to us. The lights, you, the timing, all this.
And everyone is here. Yeah. Like going out of our little nest of the head and start opening to feel. Yeah. Now another very simple thing. In the morning, when you wake up, smile before anything and just start your day laughing. Just changing your day just by laughing for 2-3 minutes. Or in a moment where you are feeling not okay, put the music you like the most and start dancing. Just dance for 5-10 minutes. Dance your way to God. Dance your way to existence.
The celebration of each moment. Wow.
Yeah. One of the most important teachings from Osho, he says, is your only responsibility in this life is to be happy. It's the only responsibility to be happy. So, if we take this like in every moment, it's my responsibility to be happy. And he says, we all can decide every moment to be happy. To change, he said, all my sannyasin can change every poison into honey. Huh? Is one of the 5 secrets of love. And then you were talking about emotions. Osho always reminds us, he says, there's nothing wrong with it. What is wrong with emotions? There's nothing wrong with emotions. What's wrong with being angry? What's wrong with being happy? What's wrong with laughing? What's wrong with crying? What's wrong with feeling sad? What's wrong with feeling depressed? What's wrong with being in ecstasies? What's wrong of being in bliss? Everything is fine. Just accept yourself. And this is the vision of Tantra. This is the Tantric vision. Accept yourself with everything. With everything. And it's like saying, this part, it's also me. And I like this vision of saying, every time I accept another part of myself, I become whole. And more whole I become is what makes me be holy.
To accept even the critical voice inside me, so to accept even the fact that I'm not accepting things?
Yes. Yeah. And this makes us holy. Holy.
Holy.
Holy. Holy. To be whole, it's to be holy. And to accept, yes, I can be angry, or be angry is also a part of me, or being happy is also a part of me, being sad, being spiritual is a part of me, being, every part is a part of me.
So, your holiness, Shanti.
No, please, no, it's just...
the opposite is your dividedness.
Yes.
So we are dividedness special. We are pieces, yes, and not holiness.
Yeah, we are pieces. And you know, at the beginning you were mentioning when we started to talk about our basic energy, sex and then anger. When we repress sex, you know what happens? We become very angry. But as anger is also not allowed, then we repress anger. And then we become very greedy. You know, in society we want to have everything. We want to have more money. We want to buy more things. We want to have everything. When we repress greed, then to be greedy, then we become depressed. And then if we even repress to be depressed, then what is the last thing that is left? Suicide.
Or to become ill, and it's another kind of suicide, passive suicide.
Yes.
To get sick. Yeah.
So we need to go backwards. We need to go back to ourselves. So to let go of the idea of suicide, or to get rid of the illnesses. Then to go from depression to greed, to allow this greediness, this need, to allow oneself to feel needy, greedy, and then from there to allow myself to feel angry. And at the beginning it's very helpful in a social way to do catharsis in protected spaces, in therapy, in active meditations, to get rid of this anger, and then from there to go to our natural state, to feel our life energy, to feel our sex energy. And feeling our life energy doesn't mean that we are all the time horny.
Yeah.
We feel alive, we feel so much energy. We want to live our life. We want to do things, we want to express ourselves in so many ways.
Yeah, to be natural, the natural way of being, it is incompatible to the word horny. Horny, I think, is an invention of a neurotic person.
Yeah, it's many times this even it's coming not even from the feeling of the real energy, but it's coming from a fantasy.
Yes, a fantasy
which is being disconnected. It's been moved. Is when it has been removed the sex center from its original place and been brought to the mind in fantasies, and it has nothing to do with the real energy source.
Yes, it's a whole reaction chain, starting from the root to the consequences.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you learn all this in Pune, in Osho Center.
Yes.
Tell us your meeting about Osho's work and how you became an Osho therapist.
Okay,
we only have 9 minutes, I think.
Yeah, it's enough time. After Gurdjieff, then I was invited to go to India, to Pune, and I decided I wanted to go to see what it's about. I started doing Osho meditations in Mexico, active meditations, and I went to India alone. I was invited by a girlfriend that at the end she didn't go. I said, okay, now I go on my own. When I arrived there, I felt, okay, finally I have arrived home. And I didn't want to go back to Mexico, but I had taken only 1 month holidays from my work as a PR person in a bank. I was working in a bank at that moment. So I had to go back, and I went back and I said, okay, I need to finish everything. I took 6 months to finish everything in Mexico, and I went back for open ticket to India. I stayed there for 10 months. And this is how my journey of training myself as a therapist that starts with the personal deconditioning work and therapy.
Deconditioning, yes.
So I stayed there for 7 years.
7 years.
Going back and forward, like first 10 months and then going some months to Mexico, 6 months. So I did all this deconditioning work and many trainings to become a therapist. The breath training, I trained myself in energy work, I trained myself in counseling, I trained myself in unbelievable things, in body work, in all kind of things, many trainings in 7 years, and started working there. Part of the training there, it's to start then assisting the therapist, and then slowly start leading your own meditation groups, etc. So this is how I became part of the Osho International Breath Energy School, that we call it Osho Diamond Breath, which is the technique. So 7 years in there, and then I started working all over the world with the director of the school, and nowadays I'm part of the staff of therapists that we do the trainings for training people into breath work and counseling, therapy, to become slowly Osho Diamond Breath therapists as well.
How does it look Pune today? Maybe lots of us will not have the chance to ride there. So it is, I salute Swami Anand Subhuti, who was here, if he looks to the program, and he also told me that is the best place in the world to meditate. It's for him also Pune. How does it look? It is a 5-star ashrama, I know.
It has, I must say, I was there till last time, till 2002. Because then we moved our school to Italy.
To Italy.
Yes, to Osho Miasto in Italy, which is a very big center, is the biggest center in Europe. From Osho. Because it was a migration for most of the therapists in Pune. Because they decided to do many changes. It was an ashram commune, and now it's, as you say, now it's a resort. So they made many changes. I can talk about what it was in the past. It was amazing, it was beautiful. I have heard for many people it's a very beautiful thing, but it's different. Now I can talk to you about Italy.
Yeah, please.
Yes.
Please. Where exactly is the center?
It's in Tuscany.
In Tuscany.
In the center of Tuscany, half an hour from Siena, 1 hour from Florence. And there it's a commune. It's an Osho commune. That it's
how many people are living?
40 people live there and run the commune in every way. It's the members of the community, they run everything, from cooking, cleaning, the direction, everything. And then they invite there to give all the workshops, therapy to all the best Osho therapists in the world from the very beginning. And this is where our school has our the center where we do our trainings now in summer. And during the whole year, you have all the therapists who just used to be in Pune in the past, since the 80s with Osho. Now everybody goes to Italy. And so you have all the school there, all the therapies. You can do every kind of tradition, from Gurdjieff movements that we were talking, Sufi dances, breath therapy, tantra, you name it. Every therapy that used to be in Pune, now you can find it in Italy, where we are. So I have heard, going to your question, that Pune is still a beautiful place to go, more focus into meditation. There are new trained therapists there that are still doing their thing, but I have not been in since 2002 there, but I have been all this time spending time in Italy, where our center has moved meditation.
Shanti, we only have 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes. Do you wish to conclude our program with some thoughts about life, or something that you think it is useful for all of us? Yes. Thank you. So I will go to the piano. Thank you again for being here. Hope we'll meet again and to dance our way to our existence. Thank you again.
Thank you very much. Yes. Take a moment to go back to yourself, feeling your breath. You're allowing yourself to feel your breath down to your belly. Our connection to life is through our navel. So let your breath touch your navel and feel connected to existence. Feel connected to Mother Earth through your body. And now let your attention move to your heart. Yes, and maybe bringing 1 or 2 hands to the center of your chest. where your heart center, energy heart center is located. And from there, feeling yourself, let yourself feel grateful to your body for all what it has given you during your whole life. It has carried you. It has given you so much pleasure in life, so much joy, so many beautiful experiences through your senses, all what you have seen in life, what you have felt through your skin, all the beautiful things what you have heard, listened in nature, this beautiful music we are listening in this moment. We can only feel grateful to our senses, rooted in the body, rooted in our heart. Our heart is the connection to our spirituality. It's through our heart that we can grow. Let your heart be open and feel the love first towards yourself. When you love yourself and you can express this love to yourself by being kind to you, giving yourself what you need, and then just stay with open heart. Love and allowing the love to be expressed to everything and everyone in this world, in this existence. Because when you love and you give love, more you give, more you receive. Allow yourself just to be filled with love. Love is the message. Let it be your message too. Thank you.